Last year, we presented about the future of performance on TikTok and how the AI tools on TikTok paired with the right measurement will help you to succeed on the platform. However, a lot has changed since then with new tools and players in the market. The way we shop, review, research has changed. And also we at TikTok internally, we have changed. We've launched TikTok Shop with over 14,000 sellers, and according to latest shopper research, at least 1 in 10 of all German online shoppers have bought at least one product on TikTok Shop within the first 6 months of its launch. And we're always testing new tools in the market as well. We're currently testing the Nearby tab, which is a function that the power users of TikTok of you will already have on your phones. It's basically a section where you can discover content from brands and from creators that are near your location. And also we at TikTok internally, we have changed. We've launched commerce as a new industry on TikTok, really highlighting our focus in this area. So it's my pleasure today, as already introduced, that the two people who've built up the e-commerce team since day 0 at TikTok in Germany, so almost 6 years ago, will get to speak to you today about what TikTok plays, what kind of a role TikTok plays in the age of agentic commerce. Hi everyone, I'm Nele, Director Commerce and Performance Agencies, and I'm here today with Rico, Head of Client Solutions Commerce. So without further ado, let's start. It's only when a tide goes out that you discover who is swimming naked. And right now, a lot of brands are naked. Because it's in times like these, tough economic times with a lot of change, where we get the who's built to last in this market and who is not. Because agentic commerce, AI, and agents, they bring a lot of opportunity, but they also bring risks. Because brands will lose traffic, and brands without superior product specs, they will be filtered out by agents. Meaning brands lose the ability to influence the consumer at the point of sale. So the biggest threat here is intermediation. So when an AI agent stands between a brand and the consumer, the brand is completely stripped away of its personality, leaving only a line of data. For consumers, however, AI, agents, agentic commerce brings a lot of opportunities in terms of making their shopping journey easier. Because we remember they come from a world of noise everywhere. We remember that 86 of ads, especially in the video section, get skipped if they're being perceived as boring, as entertaining, as not fitting into the experience. So consumers are drowning with a lot of options in a very fragmented market, which is leaving brands with diminishing returns across platforms. So at the end of the day, winning the consumer's attention in this new world becomes an even scarcer resource, but it will make the winners in the market. And even more than that, agentic commerce creates a bifurcated market between products that we need, where purchases can be automated, and products that we want, that we identify with, that we desire, like my daily skincare, for instance. So at the end of the day, the question is not only how do you capture the user's attention, but how do you build a connection between your product and your consumer in this new world? And this is where TikTok comes in, the human override. Because let's imagine this, you're in the market to search for a new running shirt. What's happening in the back end here? The agent would search for the best price, is the product in stock, where is it available, and will give you basically an example of products to buy. But what is not happening here? And what is the areas where TikTok comes in? It's these 3 things. Number 1, intent happens before automation. So AI agents, they execute your instruction, but TikTok content creates the brand affinity that compels users to say, only buy this brand. So social proof here drives the instruction. Number 2, fighting algorithm sterility. So universal AI adoption risks a race to the bottom of the price, but community-driven content on TikTok builds whitelists brands that your consumer will not allow to substitute for cheaper alternatives. And number 3, storytelling as entertainment. Because agentic commerce automates the mundane, but TikTok captures the exciting discovery phase, where an emotional spark is provided by creators that an AI simply cannot replicate. Quick pause here. You might be thinking, okay, understood, but I thought you as TikTok would present maybe a new AI tool to drive agentic commerce in this new world. And if not, really, what is the role of TikTok in the age of agentic commerce? Because for you, at the end of the day, TikTok is entertainment, right? But TikTok is also creativity. Creative content is the #1 reason why millions of people come to our platform, come to TikTok every single day. But why do they stay? Think about it. Why is TikTok so good in not only capturing the user's attention, but making them stay on the platform? It's because something is working in the back end, in AI, our algorithm, which is why TikTok is creativity fueled by AI and essentially shaped by people, but powered by AI. And that is the #1 reason why TikTok is the #1 platform to capture consumer attention. Hence, if you want to get noticed in this new world of agentic commerce, and if you want to build a strong brand or leverage the power of a strong brand, TikTok is your place to be. Quick reminder, how do you build a strong brand on TikTok? First of all, you want to meet your consumer where they are. So either create a cultural movement or join one. Number 2, you want to speak through the consumers, as this is where TikTok users seek validation from, especially in the age of agentic commerce. And number 3, you want to stay creative whilst doing that, because creative is the second biggest driver for marketing effectiveness. But I promise you, if you do number 1 and 2 right, number 3 will be a given. And by doing that, you will benefit from trust and preference, because a strong brand creates trust and pricing power in a volatile market. When consumers believe in you, they choose you, even at a premium price. And compounding value, because a strong brand reduces the CAC, so the customer acquisition cost, and compounds value over time. So brand equity really becomes your competitive moat here. But at the end of the day, we also all know that a full funnel marketing strategy, so a strong mix of branding, consideration, performance is key, not only for your TikTok strategy, but your strategy on any other platform. Because if you only focus on performance, you will hit a ceiling at some point and you'll be stuck on a treadmill of rising costs and diminishing returns. So you might be asking yourself, okay, especially in the performance part, however, what becomes more important for me now than ever in the age of agentic commerce? And it's this. Pip Klöckner said it in one of his latest podcasts: content from real people is the new Bio-Gütesiegel. E-commerce specialists like Christina Mertens say it becomes a new luxury good, especially in the age of agentic commerce. And this is really what TikTok amplifies and what sits at the heart of TikTok, because TikTok is essentially agentic commerce powered by the community, powered by our creators. So with this context, in the next section, Rike will tell you, with the context of content from real people, is basically your new superpower. What are the solutions for you to focus on in the age of agentic commerce?
Thank you, Nele. And I'm really excited to be here and to be back in the commerce space. And after Nele now unveiled why TikTok is so important in the age of agentic commerce, I now want to dive a little bit deeper into the solutions that we provide at TikTok to really win in agentic commerce performance. And these 3 pillars, they encompass Smart Plus Catalog, which serves as the foundation for the performance. Then also TikTok Shop, which ultimately is the strong engine for the performance. And last but not least, and definitely one of the most important ones, is the TikTok creator community, because it ultimately provides the validation of your products to your customers on TikTok. So let's start with the foundation to really gain this competitive advantage. And in order to win in the age of agentic commerce, brands must not only have strong signals such as Events API or Pixel, it's also really, really important to have a strong and also comprehensive catalog where information is better, where more information is better, and also more products is better. Because the same way that the algorithm, in order to deliver the right content to the user, really works with behavior and intent data, it also works with the catalog data that you provide as a brand to the algorithm. And ultimately, the algorithm really thrives on volume and also variety. So if you feed it with the right information, you will actually also deliver strong results. So in short, more signals, better catalog information, and also more products will ultimately lead to better learning, but also to better results. And our Smart Plus catalog solution is designed to deliver product stories in a very personalized way. So what does it mean in practice? That means that not every user will see exactly the same ad with the same product. No. It actually means that based on the user behavior, you will see different products. You will also see, as you can see on the bottom here, you will see a different amount of products with different personalized call to actions. And these call to actions ultimately lead to different destinations on your website or within your app in order to maximize the user experience and also the brand experience. And the second pillar lets users not only discover but also purchase products right within TikTok. And TikTok Shop is embedded into the whole TikTok user experience. So you probably already seen products or maybe even bought a product. So maybe quick crowd check. Who of you has already bought a product on TikTok Shop? Okay, so actually I'm surprised that I see so many hands. Great to see that it's already within the e-commerce expo space as well. So on the one hand, you will see those products within shoppable videos, right? And that's how you probably discover them as well. They're right next to users' favorite content on the For You page, really powered by our and distributed by our popular AI-fueled algorithm. But also, you can buy and discover products through our live shopping videos, where users can really ask questions in the live feed. They will get answered. They can really interact with the people doing the live, and then, of course, also buy the product directly from the live stream. And if people already know what they're looking for, they can also search for it on TikTok, and the products with its videos also directly appear within the search feed tab. And just a quick recap for everyone that has not been able to attend the session today with Nele, Edeka, and More Nutrition. I want to say, in order to win the age of agentic commerce also outside of TikTok, you need to be on TikTok Shop. Because on the one hand, you can really leverage the seamless shopping experience and discovery experience, but it's also really about leveraging TikTok Shop as an incubator for your products, because you can be really fast in testing, learning, and also scaling winning products. So how can you do this? It's really important to leverage the TikTok Open Affiliate Plan so that you feed the algorithm, but also creators that you work with as many products as possible, so that you afterwards can identify winners and then ultimately scale these winning products into the broader ecosystem, may it be an offline store like Edeka or other platforms, or maybe even different markets through cross-border commerce. Because what works on TikTok Shop also becomes your blueprint for your growth outside of TikTok. And to speed up this process and also to scale your shop in your domestic and international markets, we've also developed a solution for TikTok Shop itself, which is called GMV Max. And it lets you advertise your shoppable videos, but also your live streams while maximizing your shop's GMV with your preset return on investment target. Because using GMV Max will enable you to test and scale these winning products even faster while making sure that you can do this in a profitable way. And I have a good statement for you, because ultimately you're not alone in promoting your products. You can work with the whole TikTok community through our affiliate program. So there you can work with experienced affiliate creators that will promote your products and the products that they actually also like for a predefined commission. So this will ultimately really increase both your reach and also your frequency of users seeing your products through real people content. And you've already heard it from Neda today, but I will say it again. That's also really important because real content and content for real people is the new Bio-Gütesiegel. And because we know that, we have built products and also solutions that will help you to create your own content, which some of you might be already familiar with. But we've also built a product that I want to highlight here that's fairly new, which is called TikTok Content Suite, which actually allows you to use existing UGC content about your brand. So you can think of it as a searchable library that lets you leverage videos with ultimately one click to use in your ads and promote your products through our different ad solutions. So to sum up, that ultimately should help you to drive discovery and commerce wherever or however the consumers choose to shop. Of course, preferably on TikTok Shop. So that you really provide the user with an opportunity to do that in a really seamless way so that we ultimately turn this generic prompt of I want or I need a new shirt for running into a decision that is based on the discovery on TikTok. So thanks from both of us for taking the time, and happy agentic or non-agentic shopping. Thank you.